I've been thinking a lot about this habit I have. It's like a reflex, almost involuntary. As soon as I wake up, even before I fully open my eyes, my hand reaches out for my phone. It's almost like I need to check it, like my day won't start without it. And I know it's not the best habit to have, but it's become such a routine that I can't seem to shake it off. The thing is, there's always something to check. The news, a message from a friend, a notification about something interesting happening, or a work email. It's like a little boost of dopamine, that feel-good hormone. But then, almost immediately, the guilt sets in. I realize that I've just spent the first few precious moments of my day glued to a screen. Instead of taking a moment to just be present, to think about the day ahead, or to simply enjoy the quiet of the morning. And that's when the bad part kicks in. I feel like I've wasted those moments, like I've missed out on something important. I think that's the paradox of this habit. It gives me this temporary pleasure, but it also leaves me feeling empty. And I know I need to break this habit. It won't be easy, but I think it's worth it, to find the balance between staying connected and staying present. What do you think?
I have the biggest sweet tooth, and it has become a bit of a problem. Almost every day, I find myself reaching for a box of chocolates, telling myself I'll just have one or two, but before I know it, the whole box is gone. It's like I can't help myself. There's something about chocolate that just makes me feel good. It's not just the taste, although that's definitely a big part of it. It's the way it melts in my mouth, the way it gives me this instant feeling of pleasure and comfort. It's like a little piece of happiness in each bite, and I find myself craving that feeling more and more. But at the same time, I know it's not good for me. Eating a whole box of chocolates 5 times a week is definitely not the healthiest habit to have. I know I should be more mindful of what I eat, but in those moments when I'm craving something sweet, all those thoughts go out the window. And I just give in to the temptation. I know I need to find a better way to satisfy my sweet tooth, to enjoy in moderation instead of going overboard. It's not easy, but I think it's important for my health and well-being.
I've always believed that taking care of your body is one of the most important things you can do. That's why I've made it a priority in my life to live as healthy as possible. Every morning without fail, I start my day with a glass of water with lemon. It's like my little ritual, my way of giving my body a fresh start to the day. I'm also really conscious about what I eat. I try to avoid sugar as much as possible, and I stay away from processed foods. I believe that what you put into your body has a huge impact on your overall health and well-being. So I make sure to fuel myself with nutritious whole foods. And it's not just about what I eat, but also how I move. I work out 6 times a week, mixing it up with cardio, strength training, and yoga. Exercise is such a crucial part of staying healthy, and I want to make sure I'm doing everything I can to keep my body strong and fit. But more than anything, I want to pass these habits on to my kids. I want to teach them the importance of taking care of themselves, of nourishing their bodies with good food and staying active. I want them to grow up knowing that being healthy isn't just about how you look, but how you feel, both physically and mentally. So every day I try to lead by example. I show them that living healthy is not just a trend, but a way of life.
Reading has always been my escape. Every day without fail, I make sure to read at least 2 chapters of a book. It's my way of unwinding and disconnecting from my own reality. I find that reading before bed is especially soothing. It helps me relax, clear my mind, and prepares me for a restful sleep. There's something magical about reading my book before falling asleep. It's like my own little bedtime story, except I get to choose the adventure. But it's not just before bed that I like to pop out my book. Whenever I have a spare moment, whether it's waiting for an appointment, sitting on a train, or even at boring gatherings, I always have a book with me. My friends make fun of me for always carrying one, but I just can't leave my house without a book in my hands. I love reading so much. It's almost like an obsession. It's like a workout for my brain, keeping it sharp and active. So for me, reading sci-fi and fantasy books isn't just a hobby. It's a passion, a way of life. It's a habit that I cherish. One that brings me joy and fulfillment every single day.